Hey world, it's Ben. When to come back to another video. I really appreciate the family acknowledging my Willie boys out there. Like I said, we was out there last week playing floor hockey, and it's one of those things that I just think is very, very important. That it's amazing how those that are shutting this country down are not even giving any credence or thoughts to our young. Now, I've been teaching like 19 years, guys, and 7th and 8th grade is my age group because that's the most important age group in my eyes. Not to brag, but my coaching skill set is off the chain. I can coach every level, any level. But that level at 7th and 8th grade, the most influential age group in our existence. Because why you think gangs try to recruit kids at 10, 11, 12 years old? Because they're very impressionable. The brains are very malleable. The brains is just like a sponge. And it picks up everything, good and bad. And so that's why as an educator and as a coach, my whole objective is to see how much you know. Not give me how much I know. I want to see how much you know, and then we can build on it, right? Because empowering young people to think for themselves, to analyze situations, synthesize situations, and act accordingly based on their own consciousness is the most important lessons a young person can ever learn. That will automatically eliminate the whole follower mentality. I've never been a follower, family. I'm not very well liked around, other individuals that's not conscious. Because in order to be conscious and be aware, you really standing by yourself. I don't believe in the coronavirus. And no one's going to ever make me believe in a coronavirus when it was on the Lysol can years ago. Nova coronavirus. And I don't see how many people sleep on that. Go get a can of Lysol. It's on there. Okay? And so that's why wearing masks and hand sanitizer and 6 feet distancing, they try to really put that out there like that's going to really prevent you from. My point is this. Those measures, those actions actually help alleviate the chances of you catching a cold, the flu, because your immune system is what keeps you protected. And so if you notice, I don't know if you guys have been watching the television, but I promise you in the last 2 or 3 days, you have not seen any numbers about the coronavirus death and contraction rate. All you've been hearing about, family, is, well, during an inauguration, there may be riots. But see, when the television puts that information out there, they put that information out there to put it in your subconscious, to make you aware that, okay, if something happens, well, they know about it already. If you know about it already, it's called a script. That's why people follow the scriptures. That's why when you read the Bible, it tells you about things, and you read it like, oh man, they predicting this. No, it's scripted. That's why I call it scriptures. And just a little biblical consciousness. How is it that not every Afro-melanated church in America has a big poster-sized portrait or image of Yeshua, aka Jesus, in his original natural description based on the Bible? If right now when you close your eyes and you say white Jesus with blue eyes, that tells you right there, there's no way you can be conscious. How can you look at something and it's written right there in the Bible? If you believe in the Bible, it tells you that Jesus, Yeshua, had woolly hair, skin the color of brass, burnt brass. Solomon, although I'm black because of the sun. Imagine the impact it would have on Afro-melanated people if they could identify themselves with the Savior, right? Why do you think Caucasians and Anglos have a sense of pride and a sense of empowerment? Because who do they always hang their hat on? Our founding fathers, Do not get rid of the monuments. Do not tear down the statues of people that look just like me. You dig? Regardless of what they did. But the empowerment, man, I mean, it's powerful. And for a young Afro-melanated man, a young Afro-melanated youth, female and male, if you're looking at Jesus, i.e. Yeshua, and he looked just like you, imagine the confidence, imagine the empowerment that provides. And the fact that not every church in America has that in their church as reference, that tells you right there that it's a scam, that it's obvious deception, and biblical consciousness is stagnant. And so when you talk about what's going on today, they're not even talking about coronavirus no more. If you can convince a person that something that's simple as a common cold can shut the world down, then of course you're going to believe in a white Jesus. You dig? It's just so interesting. Okay? And like I say, family, stay in the garden. Pay yourself first. And with all these diversions and distractions going on right now, remember the stock market, which is Wall Street, is going to crash. And I have family members right now that have made a gang of cash investing in Novavax and Sorrento when I gave out those tips months ago. For entertainment purposes only, that is. But there's a lot of great opportunities out there, family. So stack your chips. And you know I'm going to tell you when it happens. And it's going to be a beautiful situation. But in the meantime, between time, may the Most High Inside bring you joy. And being willing is out of 5,000.